Good evening, one and all, from me and Han the rat. He's not actually my rat, he's my friend's rat. I'm just looking after him for a few days. Which is quite therapeutic, so I do miss having animals when I'm at uni. I don't have, I've got pets back at home, but you know, it's quite nice. But yeah, I thought I'd just, I thought I'd make a video, like I do every day, on the good signs of health in a rat, in a pet rat. So I still think people are, you know, rats are a great pet, you know, especially for a child and stuff. Very intelligent, and it's important that, you know, children know what to look for in a, you know, what signs are show bad health, really. So he's content at the minute. He's washing. I'll just wait for him to finish. Don't like to disturb him, you know. Right, okay, here we go. You should start off with, generally start off with the head and go down the body. Obviously you can't see inside the animal, so you look for the external signs that they're unwell, and that's pretty obvious, really. They can't, you know, I mean, this video is aimed for children, really, because it's pretty obvious, pretty common sense, really, health check. So children, if you're watching, do follow this. Okay, so he's a male, as we know, which doesn't really make any difference to the health check. Obviously the genital back end's different. But yeah, so you need to look at the eyes and make sure they're nice and bright and shiny, and there's no discharge coming from them. Discharge is generally, can be a red colour, or it can be like a creamy colour. Same as, you know, like when you wake up in the mornings and you get discharge, you know, sleepy dust, or whatever you call it. And the same with rat, but it can generally mean that they're unwell. Okay. You look at their nose as well. Should have a fairly dry nose. It shouldn't be too wet. There should be no discharge coming from that either. Rats are prone to getting respiratory disorders, just like when you get a cold and you cough and you sneeze and stuff like that. Same kind of symptoms with the rat, and they are prone to things like that, which can be deadly if not treated. So yeah, you need to look at the mouth as well. Look inside the mouth, see if their teeth are overgrown, because a rat's teeth will carry on, same with any rodent, a rat's teeth will carry on growing unless they can gnaw them down, you know. And eat, that's why they eat like hard food and stuff. So this isn't a very coherent health check, is it? Sorry. Also, you need to check around the face and around underneath the chin for scabs. They're prone to protein scabs if they're fed too much protein, which are generally not life-threatening, but they should be treated. And also scabs can mean that they've got a mite infestation as well. Come on, mister. Come on. Look inside the ears. If there's like a browny discharge inside the ears, it could mean ear mites. You're a very healthy rat, I must say. No discharge, no cuts. See, I think rats should live in 2 or more. I mean, he's got a mate that he lives with. Cuts on the ears, scabs on the ears can mean the mite infestation, but cuts or anything that looks, wounds or anything, could be the fact that he's fighting with his, there could be a bit of dominance going on within his housemates, and it should be kept an eye on, because it's natural for there to be a hierarchy amongst animals living together. Sometimes it can get fairly aggressive, and wounds and stuff can get infected, which can lead to secondary infections. And abscesses as well, which if they have got wounds, bathing with salt water will clean it out. Okay, so we've got just a normal hooded rat here. If you can see, his coat is nice and glossy. No, you don't, you're not going back on my shoulder. His coat is nice and glossy, it should be like that. And check for scabs on the body as well. If it's dull, could be incorrect nutrition, things like that. Check the claws as well, feet and claws for wounds again. Check the claws that aren't overgrown. Your claws are fine, Misty. You're a very healthy boy, I must say. Yeah, so if they're overgrown, you can clip them or get the vet to do it, because see, rats have got very small claws, and there's always a chance that you'll cut into the toe, which can be painful. And also there's oh, I'm sorry, sweet pea, stop in a minute, hang on. Where there's just like our fingernails, there's a quick, and where their claws are so small, it's not like cutting a cat's claws. A quick, if you cut the quick, it will. Oh, I had to put him away because he's getting a little bit stressed. But what I was saying about the quick, yeah, if you cut into it, it generally bleeds quite a lot, and it's quite painful. So if they are overgrown, then do take them to the vet, because the vet will know how to do it if you're not experienced at handling rats. Like I've said, they're prone to respiratory disorders. So what you can do is, I'll pretend I'm holding a rat because he's stressed and he's having his dinner at the minute. So if you hold the rat up to your ear, obviously you should be able to hear him breathing. You know, it's a very faint sound. If it's either if it's delayed or it's noisy, do get it checked out. Put on medication. It's generally a bacterial infection of the lungs and the trachea that can be treated fairly easily. But the longer it's left, the worse the infection gets, and the less likely that it will clear up, and it could cause death. So we don't want Mr. Ratty to die. So yeah, you should also check the weight as well, and how you can do that is for its abdomen, its belly area, and you should be able to just slightly feel the rib. You know, you should be able to feel the ribs. They shouldn't be protruding too much, because that means it's underweight and could have some sort of stomach problems. And also the same with overweight, you might be feeding it the incorrect diet. So, or you know, I'll make a video on rat diets or something soon. But do look up on their nutrition, because it's a very important thing. Do check the faeces. I haven't got an example to show you at the minute, but it should be like a small firm pellet. If there's any sign of diarrhoea, do take it to the vet, because it could have some sort of digestive problem, or it could be having too much fibre in its diet, so too much fruit and veg, fresh fruit and veg. There should be a certain degree of fresh fruit and veg in the diet of the rat, because it just adds to the nutrition. It's nice for them to have a varied diet, but too much can cause stomach upset. So it's just the same as us. If we eat too much fruit, we do, you know what it's like. So do read up on the nutrition before you start feeding your rat. Like I said, if it's underweight, it could have some sort of stomach problem. Do check with the vet, they'll know what's going on. But if they're living in a group, it could mean that the underweight individual is not getting enough food, and his housemates are, you know, he's obviously the underweight rat's obviously the lower ranking rat. So at mealtime, do check that they're all getting enough food. Yeah, do check that they're all getting enough food. But if they are and it's still underweight, do get it checked out.